Hey everybody, welcome back to the Outer Rim Rookie, your beginner's journey to joining the 501st. My name is Rob Williams. Today's episode was so fun to look back at. It was recorded in 2017 after my very first handling troop, where I was invited by Steve 15, or Hosenose we call him now, to come to Victoria with a whole bunch of other friends and handle and learn what it's like to be a member of the 501st. And this was before I became a member of the 501st. I went there with Jamie Pale Rider and Steve 3, who was not a co-host of the Generation X-Wing podcast at this time. So we were just starting to get to learn each other. I had so many fond memories of this day, and thousands of questions after. And so we decided to hang out at Hosenose's house in his car hold or car carriage or whatever. We were having a huge debate about it. And it was just fun sitting down and building a friendship, getting to know their story and asking, like I said, 100 questions about how to become a member and what you do when you handle, how you handle the kids, how you handle the adults, and how you handle each other. It was just a lot of fun. So I hope you enjoy this episode. Like, subscribe, and if you have any questions, you can always contact me on Facebook and on Instagram at Outer Rim Rookie. And thanks for listening. All right, on with the show. Welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie. This is Welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie, a beginner's journey. Take 4. Right. Welcome to the Outer Rim Rookie, a beginner's journey to joining the 501st. My name's Rob Williams. Now, Terry Chu is not here, but I've got two very, very special guests. First of all, we are live in Victoria, BC. We just finished a troop, and I am sitting in a garage in a car hold.
It's a carriage house.
It's a carriage house in Victoria, BC, with two fantastic Steves. First, we have Steve 15, Knight of the Commonwealth. How you doing, Steve?
I'm doing fantastic.
Also, more importantly than Knight of the Commonwealth, the newest commanding officer of the Outer Rim Garrison.
Apparently, yep.
Yeah, apparently. Yeah.
And I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now. You like me.
And as well as we got number 3.
Hello.
Just want to be called 3, right?
3 is good.
Steve 3 or just 3?
It's number 3 of the Steve Squadron.
No, that's...
3 of 6.
How many Steves are there?
6.
You serious? 6?
6 with 3 British.
We got 3 British. I'm just more surprised we have 3 British than we have 6 Steves.
Yep.
So that's
6 Steves in the
fantastic.
garrison.
It's late. We had a great night. Oh, it was a lot of fun. But Steve 3, you're in Vancouver. Mm-hmm. You came up for the troop here. Why do you come to Victoria to do the troop?
Primarily, we got to see Rogue One tonight on the biggest screen in BC, IMAX.
Yeah.
So that's a great excuse.
I've never seen you so happy to see Saw Gerrera.
We don't need to talk about that right now.
Bogalet.
Pork cutlets. Yeah.
Did you say pork cutlets?
Pork cutlets. Yeah, it's a chuckle for me now watching it, and I've watched it a few times. But no, it's great to come over, and if there are a few people coming over, and we can do what we did today, which is get a road trip out of it, everyone in one vehicle, and coming over having fun. It's great fun.
And raise some funds for the mustard seed.
Exactly.
As well.
So I did it last year. I really enjoyed it. I want to come over again this year, and I'm happy to have done that. So
it was good getting the 4 of us in the van or in the truck.
5 of us.
Oh my gosh, there were 5 of us. Yeah, that's right. Math teacher, by the way.
You don't count. You're a recruit.
I don't count. I am.
Still a body.
Oh right. Okay.
I was still a body lifting lots of things, so I was the handler today.
No, it was good. It was a great trip over. It's been a great day. So.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Well, this is awesome. Having you guys come over, and I think that's what's great about this garrison. Even though we're on this godforsaken island, that we'll go back and forth when we can. If BC ferries weren't so expensive, but we can. It's like one big family, right?
Well, once we build that Star Destroyer, it'll take us back and forth.
Yeah.
10 to 4, just going island to mainland. Perfect.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, we good.
Yeah.
But I mean, people got places to crash, pick people up the ferries, you need a ride, or
It's
whatever.
definitely more accommodating over here, I feel. These guys are awesome. They do look after us when we come over. And that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
But again, it's not a really long troop. So it's not one of the biggest troops, but it's quick and it's fun and it's in and out almost. But you can't keep coming to the island, so you have to pick and choose which ones you do. Yeah. And hopefully the next one is going to be huge. So We're trying to get everyone riled up for our Victoria Day parade.
Yeah,
It was a quick day. It was a long day, but it was a quick day.
It's a quick troop.
Yeah.
good troop.
Well, I don't know about you guys. Maybe it's just because I didn't have to armor up and carry the suit, but it was just like, it was a lot of fun just getting in the car, helping guys out, taking pictures of all the people. But it was really a quick day with lots of enjoyment and just watching you guys. We did a video on this. Hopefully I get it edited out before this podcast comes out. But just kind of the behind the scenes of what happens with you guys when you suit up, and we got a whole nice little montage of you getting dressed, Steve 3. So it's fantastic.
Awesome.
Oh yeah,
Awesome.
I mean-
slow-mo happening there.
Sweet. I think the cool thing and quick day or long day. I mean, it is 12:02 a.m.
Yeah.
when this day started at 9 o'clock a.m. The previous day, I guess. Anyway, I think that the cool thing is I always kind of call it the nerd adrenaline.
Yeah. Huh?
Anytime I'm like at a big con or a big troop, or I just get really excited to like hang out and do this, it's just like it just kind of fuels you, right? And you go through, you kind of forget about, oh yeah, I haven't eaten in 8 hours. I've only had like 1 hour sleep or whatever. So
Well, you looked more tired before we started the troop than now.
yes,
Although maybe it's because we just had some dinner and late dinner and just saw a movie. So
yeah.
it was a great day. Thank you very much. By the
Well,
way.
I'm glad you guys came. It's awesome.
So Steve 15, commanding officer. What does a commanding officer do?
A lot of administrative work, I'm finding out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of sort of behind the scenes, kind of overseeing things, making sure we're following up with event requests, making sure we're kind of following the proper protocols, just kind of making sure everything is going according to the Imperial Command wishes, and Disney legal team's not going to come down on us or whatever. So, I mean, it's a big team of people doing different things. 3 years, the head of one of our PR officers. We got all the different event coordinators. We've got merchant officers. So we got a lot of people doing a lot of different things. So it's just kind of
You have to keep us in order.
a lot of cat herding, I think,
Yeah.
is the term. I'm finding my inbox is just exploding. So, but it's it's good. It's Terry, was doing an awesome job as CEO, and now I see why he's after how many years doing it, kind of.
You did it for a long time, didn't
a
you?
long time, and so I more than understand now why he wants to step back a bit and enjoy making props. And
But you're having fun with it, right?
oh yeah, it's great. No, it's awesome. It's really cool.
I love your garage. It's got
Our
like
old
Carriage house. It's a workshop.
I love your workshop. It's got like TIE fighter stuff all over the place, and you got a little bench in the back here that you're working on building some stuff. What are you working on right now?
I am currently 2 projects. My new costume is I'm doing the Force Awakens First Order TIE pilot.
And you are a TI right now.
I
You're
am
a TIE
TI,
pilot
yeah.
right now.
So I want the shinier, newer, sexier outfit. Even tighter flight suit.
Tighter pants.
Tighter pants. Yeah, so we're working on that, and actually I got a separate tie related project that hopefully I'll be unveiling at the Victoria Day Parade, if not at the Canada Day Parade for sure. But that's a little more top secret.
That's awesome. Okay, nothing is said about
All
that.
right.
You guys are nodding each other's head, nodding
He knows
heads,
what's
so
going
you
on.
know what's
Yeah.
going on. Okay, I don't want to know.
exciting.
There's
It's
some parts
exciting.
of it on the
I was trying to get a little look into where we're at.
Looking at the space heater, is it?
Yes.
Is there a Death Star building? This is going to be awesome. How about a big
Class.
giant, a Star Destroyer coming down the parade there?
It might
It's going to be like Macy's, man.
Well, let's not get too crazy.
Okay, I'm building up too much. So, and also, the room you got back there, that's an awesome man cave you have.
The Imperial Corner.
3's lucky enough to sleep in it. No wonder I just left it. Okay, you take it.
You know,
and you're
it's,
like,
it's all alarmed though, right? If I get up in the night and start playing with stuff, the alarms will go off.
don't leave. You're not allowed to leave.
It's all right. It's pretty cool.
It's cool. You got tons of TIE fighter collections there. TIE pilots. You got the mask. Is that the mask you were working on? That's
That's my first
TIE
order
mask?
bucket. Yep, coming along. I got a definite theme going.
Yeah, that's really cool.
It's a lot of black armor.
So this is this was eye-opening for me because I've been visiting you guys the odd time when you guys do a troop, but I've never actually got involved and got into it. And just a lot of the energy you guys have to maintain. It was only like an hour, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And just the preparation, maintaining, interacting with the kids, and it was cool seeing a lot of these people that were. There were one of two people when I asked for the camera. So, do you want to get in the picture? It was either, oh, can I? Or no. So because they just didn't want their picture taken, they're the self-conscious thing. But the kids were like really excited. There was kids that were a little scared. Kids that were like wanting to jump all over you. How do you handle stuff like that? Like what type of mindset you go in?
That's really up to you. I mean, you experienced that today. We do rely heavily on our handlers when we're in situations like that with a lot of people around, and especially if you're wearing a full armor kit, it's hard to see what's going on. So we do rely heavily on the handlers. The handlers play a really important part to our troops, as you experienced today. It's a bit of herding, it's a bit of keeping people away, it's making sure we're happy. Yeah. So we definitely appreciate all the help we get from our handlers who come and do that.
Oh, I appreciate that.
And we're not stepping on anyone.
Yeah, we're knocking them out with our blasters.
Yeah, well, there was a couple times where a couple people almost knocked into the little poles there or so. But I noticed I was doing a lot of herding because we had to get this picture here, and then someone wanted that picture, and then it's time to go, and where is everybody? And you're over near the popcorn section there, and it was just like trying to grab everybody. It was really cool. Yeah. But I still would love to be behind this.
The bucket. And, I mean that's for me the fun of it, right? Yeah. And having the helmet on, it was funny. Ryan, one of our guys there today, that was his first troop where he was in his reserve pilot, so he has a TK, and this is his first troop not in armor, and he's like, this is kind of weird, not having this mask, right? And to me, that's half the fun. You put that helmet on, you have a different persona. You can be a little more lively with the kids and really get into character.
Yeah, you were like really eager. You were down on one knee, giving the little blast. That's
because I can get down on one knee.
It was acrobatics today, man.
The TKs aren't as bendy.
Rolling in, barrel roll, blaster out.
I was taking notes from Eve.
Yeah. He's trained you out.
Yeah. So I mean, and the kids, that's the whole. For me, is the biggest draw, and actually the adult kids.
Well, I was going to say that you must have seen that today as well. Like you mentioned, some kids are really terrified to come so close because they this is larger than life. But the adults almost say, "Okay, well, you had your chance. Push them to the side."
Yeah, that's right.
And their dad's in there going, "Come on, take my picture.
Well, did you see the kid? Was it Kylo today?
Yeah.
He was probably what, 5 or 6?
Yeah. I would even see less than that.
Yeah. And he had this cute little Kylo Ren costume on, but he was still terrified. Mm-hmm. And I went up to give him like a high five and try and calm it down. And the dad's just like, just give him like a few minutes. I'm like, that's totally cool. All right, we'll just be over here. And eventually, he came out and he had a little Lego TIE fighter that he was showing me. He's like, look, it's you. I'm like, yeah, it's awesome.
It takes a while. I think it is so shocking to have it so real.
Yeah.
You step in and I'm surrounded by troopers and scouts and snow troopers and TIE pilots. It's like, wow. But the same thing I saw there, which is really cool, was his dad would press the open door button for the handicap doors, and he'd say, open the doors with the force, and his son would hold out his hand, and he'd press the button, and the doors would open.
That's awesome.
And it was so, we were all like, whoa, we gotta watch this guy. Yeah, it was so fun.
I didn't see that. That was cool.
Does anybody do that when they go through the doors? Do you ever wave your hand?
Oh, I do that all the time.
All the time.
You saw the freight elevator we took at the museum. I sit there and just like... Every time we go
pretend to raise your hand.
Yeah. The rest of the staff.
Kind of semi-Vader, right? So.
Yeah, shut up. Hashtag not Vader. I do that all the time at work, and people are like, you are insane. I'm like, come on.
It's a lot of fun.
It's fun.
I can open this door with my mind. So, I really enjoyed doing this, and I learned a lot. And do you find yourself a different person behind the mask?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's you want to be in character. You really want to be in character. You want to make it as real as you can for these guys, and you don't want to take it too far, but you got to have fun with them. You can't just stand there and be intimidating and one-liners. You got to interact with these people and be real. And even with the older generation that come up, they're still massive Star Wars fans.
Yeah.
Just because they're older doesn't mean they didn't appreciate the movies and love the movies. So when I was over by the popcorn, got questioned by these guys. They're older couple, was so excited to see the movie on IMAX, Yeah. So we're definitely there for all ages.
And there's a few people I noticed, even the people that worked there, they were curious about the actual 501st itself and had questions about how to join or had questions about the suit. One gentleman says, you can just buy it at the store, right? And I was like, no, these guys make them. And he was like, oh, well, never mind then. He's just, you knew he wasn't interested then, but some people would just assume you just buy a costume at the Walmart and there you go, you're set to go. And there's a lot of work. All through the road trip coming up, all you guys would talk about was, well, not all you guys would talk about, but one of the main things you guys would talk about was sharing information on how to build and grooming, yes, the beard grooming and stuff like that. But but you're talking about how to build certain things, how to bondo, how to seal, how to the 3D printing, all these different techniques and new techniques that you guys are learning on how to build your next armor. And I think that's what was interesting. It's very addicting for a lot of people.
Oh, totally.
Are you building a new piece of armor, Steve 3?
No, I'm still working on my Bith, my Cantina band outfit.
Yes.
So I'm working on an airflow system for that because it's hot can be inside of that.
So you are actually, you got the Bith, you've got obviously your TK Stormtrooper, but you also have Wilroy Hood.
Yeah.
And you're going down to Celebration as well. So you're taking 2 of the costumes down?
Yeah, I'm not taking the armor. I'm really paranoid about flying with armor. So I won't be flying with the armor. I wish I could. It'd be awesome, but I'm not. But yeah, I'll take the Wilroy Hood just for a bit of fun, and I'll take the Bith and hopefully survive, because I'm pretty sure Orlando's going to be hot.
Orlando's going to be a little warm.
Yeah, but again, that's why I want to make a little add-on and be able to stay in that costume for more than 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Do you guys feel you're very good with your hands, building, constructing, all that sort of stuff?
I kind of have to do that as a job, really. So,
oh, do you? Okay.
Yeah, I've always worked with my hands. I've always been pretty handy.
Okay.
But it's not to say that you don't get a little bit fearful of doing stuff with these stuff.
I've always been crafty, not even crafty, but from the design background in school, building furniture and whatever, and models and all that stuff. As a kid, my room was covered in aircraft models hanging everywhere.
Oh, very cool.
Always doing that sort of stuff. But I mean, yeah, exactly. When I got my armor after waiting 3.5 years, that's not an exaggeration.
Holy
that's
cow.
a story for another day. I'm putting this thing together, and it's like I'm terrified, right? Because they don't come with cut here, glue there.
It's not IKEA furniture.
No, there's no Allen wrenches involved. So when I'm cutting that, or I'm taking the drill to the helmet, I'm like, oh god, don't screw this up. Right? And so everybody, I think, has that level of trepidation when they start, but then there's so many great people in the garrison, in the Legion. You got a question, somebody's there to answer it or help you out, right?
I think that's the key thing as well. See, if you have a question, don't be scared to ask it.
Yeah.
The information isn't necessarily being thrown at you, so you may think, oh my god, I don't know where I'm going to go now, I don't know what to do here. Just ask the question, and as soon as you ask, you're going to be hit with answers from people that have been in exactly the same situation as you.
Yeah, we've all been in the same situation. Like saying earlier today, with you doing your scout and starting the sewing and stuff, my first flight suit, I was telling you, I sat down with my mom and we cut out pockets and sewed them all on, and it's this big bonding thing, and I never used a sewing machine before. I'm still more terrified of that than a bandsaw or a table saw, but anyway, but yeah, I'd never done it before, and now I can confident enough to sew some stuff and all that. So
yeah, I'm very nervous because I'm not as good with my hands when it comes to constructing and building. And the mantra I've heard when talking to almost every person in the outer rim, at least, and even outside, you have to ask questions. And it's just like as a teacher, it's what I'm always conveying to my students, and this is no different. It's a learning environment. You have to ask questions. Because, like you said, it does not come with instructions.
Yeah,
you're going to see YouTube videos and of how to this and how to that, but there's only so much you can get out of it. Although don't stop watching the Outer Rim rookie videos. But that's the one major thing I've learned through this whole process: ask questions and get involved.
And you're constantly going to be learning as you go.
Yeah.
I mean, once you get approved, your costume's not done.
I noticed that.
People are constantly tweaking and adjusting and adding this or changing that, or so you're always working on something. You're always developing something, or you'll start a new project. You're always learning new things, like some of the different glues. And I didn't know what E6000 was before I joined Legion, right? And that's,
Oh, I learned about Z6000
Yeah.
as well, and
Today.
yeah, it was just you need a lot of ventilation,
you
from what
sure
I heard.
do. The old respirator,
Depends how much you enjoy it.
or being able to spell your name.
Brain cells are dead.
Yeah.
But I forget what I was going to say, but no, sorry, I had a thought in my head, but it was
Too much E6000.
C6000.
God, yeah.
You don't recognize that smell when you walked in?
When I walked in, there was just a big cloud of white or something.
Yeah, sorry, I was gluing something up. I forgot to let you know about that.
So, what's next? What's your next troop?
Next troop is actually a week from now. The island crew are going to be up island in Nanaimo for GeekCon at the library
cool.
there. So it's kind of like a smaller con that the library puts on. It's the second year they've done it, so we went up last year. Most of our island troops happen down here in Victoria, so when we get a chance to go up island, it's always good because we got troopers in Nanaimo, we got troopers in Duncan, Comox, all the way up to Port Hardy, Quadra Island, and everything. So anytime we get a chance to go up island, we can. So
I speaking of which, your box for the
bin.
carrier gear, you've been how many? You got like it's decorated with X-wing fighters, as if you shot them down. What does that represent?
those are my kills. Those are the every troop I've done.
How many do you have on there?
Today will be the 71st troop.
71st troop.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah,
cow!
so, yeah, the cool thing with the Jolly Roger Squadron, which is the detachment for the TIE pilots, is we have this thing called the Ace of Aces thread, where you can actually just basically record all your troops. You take pictures and then you post it up.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And when you hit certain milestones, when you get 25 kills, you get a gold set of JRS wings. When you get 50, you get like gold JRS patch. When you read 100, you actually get dubbed a Baron.
Oh, a Baron.
Baron, kind of like
Nice.
Baron Fell, one might know from the 181st. So it's a cool, fun thing, and it's a great thing to keep track of all your troops. Like I got a photo from every troop I've done.
Yeah.
On that thing, so it's kind of this cool time capsule to go back.
And your first one on the wall. With,
First one on the wall, yeah, and actually at Calgary, of all places. Got approved that day, and then got a picture with Lord Vader, David Prowse himself.
That's pretty cool.
So that was pretty awesome. Yeah.
I remember what I was going to ask you. Oh, shoot, now I forgot again.
Did you really?
I totally forgot again.
That's
Should I
brilliant.
get the
Oh, yes,
respirator?
yes it is. Okay, before I forget, we were talking about building. He's never stopped building, but it's also I noticed there's like certain levels. You got Centurion on your shoulders, so it's almost like leveling up. Yeah, you finish your kit, you finish your armor, but you can now tweak it to make it more accurate, more screen accurate. Is that how I understand it?
Yeah, I think you got. Well, for TKs, there's 3 levels you can go, and you can enter, and then you got a expert infantry level, and you go Centurion level. And that's just really the deemed movie quality representation. So if you want to get really finicky and anal about it, you can go right up to the Centurion level. So it's as accurate as what is deemed straight from the movie. But the tweaking doesn't stop even then. You know, there's always, like Steve said, there's always something you want to do with your kit to either make it more comfortable for you, to make it, you're not happy with this, you want to adjust that. So even though you may have gone up to those steps, you're always going to be working on it. You may end up replacing some parts of it.
Yeah.
You may end up.
Do you find you're replacing quite a bit?
I haven't got to the point where I've replaced it. I've repaired.
Yeah.
I've repaired cracks. I've repaired mistakes of dropping things and cracking them, and all of that stuff. But there's loads of stuff I still want to do to this TK, just to make it more comfortable.
And so how often do you find yourself repairing? How often do things crack, break?
Not that often.
No, that's good.
And you don't want it to.
No.
Because it's a pain. But,
Like I said, today I almost cracked or broke a Boba Fett thing. I was just like, oh my god, my handling career is over, my 501st career is over. I just almost busted
Mind
Boba
you,
Fett.
in your defense, we probably shouldn't have you squiring one of the most difficult costumes to put on your first time. For your listeners, the Fett costume, you need a handler to get dressed, and it takes, if you're fast, a half an hour.
That was
at least.
complicated.
Yeah.
I like you got yours done in 4 minutes 20 seconds, and he was on for a good half hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Installing this, put the pipe there, put this hook there, through the whole. It was
But
amazing.
it's so worth it by the end.
Everybody loves the fit.
He has fantastic device on his gauntlet or his bracelet, sorry, where you press the button and the visor of the Boba Fett,
The rangefinder.
the rangefinder just slides down and press the button, it slides back up.
See,
again.
and Aaron, that's a good example of like stuff he's done to tweak it out even more. Yeah, you probably didn't see his smoke going.
He told me there was some smoke thing happening. I was
So-
expecting him to entertain some college student with a laser show or something.
Got the Floyd going. No, it's cool because in his jetpack he's got like an RC plane smoke machine.
Oh man!
That he got some guy in the States who made for him, and so he has a little burst of smoke that come out of the jetpack, and he doesn't use it very often because most of our troops are inside, and it might be a little. But it's pretty awesome, right? Like being able to add to it and make it more authentic and more and add to that experience for the people that are coming to see it, right?
And he made a Bush costume for his girlfriend or wife, and man, that thing's awesome.
Yeah.
And she says she has troubles wearing it now because it's very heavy, front heavy on the face.
Heavy,
it sounds like it was really hurting her nose. Yeah. But man, it's a gorgeous piece. Yeah. And they put a lot of effort and time into building this thing with the leather and the helmet and it's a work of art. I'm going to put a picture of that because I was
and Aaron, he did an amazing job, and his Fett too is like recognized as I forget the official title, but it's kind of like the Centurion.
Screen accurate.
It's like his paint job on that thing is unbelievable. Like and that's crazy. We talk about paint jobs because the Fets are like, okay, you got this scratch here on the helmet, and then there's this ding here, and it's like it's pretty impressive.
But to clarify, you don't need to have it at the highest level as long as it's the screen accurate level and. And it's not like your guys are being elitist. You don't want anybody just walking in with a Walmart special.
Yeah,
right?
I mean we have a certain level of standards, right? Or else you're going to get paper mache and duct tape, which is great for a Halloween costume, but we're known for this. But the level thing is just for those guys that want to take it a little further and want to spend that time and all that. And the flip side, the JRS, the Jolly Roger Squadron for the TIE pilots, we don't have the leveling because the detachment's like, you know what? We're just all in this to have a good time, and our costumes are what they are, and they still have technically the levels, but it's not really officially recognized. So you can get right down to guys that will find the actual German knob-blocker boots that have a certain stitching on the inside, like just as crazy, right? But it's not the same thing. But the TKs do it. It's a cool thing. You get your awesome Centurion patch and all that. And there's no elitism in it. Like Steve doesn't walk around and think he's better than me, even though he probably is.
For me, though, the thing that has always driven me, even before I signed up and got my kit, was I always wanted a TK. I always wanted a stormtrooper sitting in my apartment.
Yeah.
And until the 501st came along, it was just a dream of, I'd love to own one of those. I'd love to have that in my apartment. And then to let alone be able to wear that.
Yeah.
Because it's such an impregnated memory of that movie. Man, I wanted to make sure it was straight off that movie set.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the things the 501st prides itself on, is that it's not just a fly-by-night thing. It is literally to represent as if we'd walk straight off that movie set and into your front room, your lives. So it's pretty cool.
Well, I visited so many 501st people's houses now, and it's just like they have this little shrine to the character that they are. And it's amazing, except for who had all the Ewoks in his house?
Nicholas.
Nick has all the Ewoks in his house. He's got.
How do you know he hasn't got that costume?
Yeah. He's a furry Ewok.
The fur matted in the back there. It's just great.
I think once you've delved into the life of this, then you can get your shrine.
Yeah.
But I mean, for me, since joining, I wound up joining the Legion just talking to Colin, who you met tonight, who works with me at the museum. Mm-hmm. We were on a coffee break, and I don't know, we were just talking about Star Wars, and he's, I got a Sand Trooper. I'm like, what? Do tell! And then I just got into it, and since I've joined, it's been awesome. It's like this international family, right? right? It's all these great guys and gals in Vancouver and up Island in BC. I know people all across Canada now. I haven't done too many international troops and stuff, but guys in Garrison Titan and that, and just knowing if I ever want to go to the UK and talk Starward guys, I probably got places to stay with the UK Garrison. I could probably just hit up their forum and say, "Hey, I'm coming over. You got some room? I'm bringing my bucket, and I wouldn't doubt that within half an hour I'd have multiple offers of places to stay, right? It's this cool, I don't know if fraternity is the right word, but
that's what I thought of when I sat down with you guys today.
It's a family, really.
Yeah, it's a family. Yeah, exactly. Well, it's interesting tangent. We're working on this new family exhibit at the museum, and the head designer who's taking lead on this, there's one section where it's what is family to you, right? Is it your blood family? Is it your friends or whatever? So he actually pitched trying to get the Legion in as an example. We lost out to kids' soccer team, but but it was because he knew that I was in this. He knew that Gavin, our curator of vertebrates, he's one of our stormtroopers. Yeah. Colin's one of our exhibit techs. We're all in this, and he knows about it, and he knows it's this whole family connection. Rihanna, Pipsqueak, she was one of my design interns one summer, right? So she's into it. So he knows that family connection, right? Yeah. And that's totally, I think, what it is.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
How'd you get started, Steve 3?
In the 501st.
Yeah, what prompted you?
I've always wanted to be part of it. When I moved over to Canada 11 years ago, and even at that point, I'd always want to be part of it. And it's a different ball game over in the UK. Yeah. I would just never see myself having the time, or in fact the funds to be able to do it back then. It was just chaos. And then coming over here, funny story actually, for me. Anyway, it's, I don't know how many years ago it was, but it was when I was first over here, and I was in a Save On Foods in North Vancouver, and I was just in the lineup getting my groceries, and I had my shorts on, and I have this quite recognizable tattoo.
Oh, your tattoos are amazing.
On my leg, and this guy just said to me, "Hey, I love that fett tattoo you've got." Turns out it was Eve. So Eve was stood behind me.
Eve's one of the members of the
501st. Eve Ho, and he was behind me, and he started talking to me. He mentioned he was in the 501st, and I was like, "Oh, this is now on my doorstep." And I've just gone to cons and stalked these guys for many years. Many years. I've turned up at the booth, and I've got this big smile on my face. I'm thinking, I'm doing it. I'm going to do it. And eventually the circumstances came around, and I was able to order it. And I actually got my kit delivered whilst I was down at Celebration in Anaheim, which I think was Celebration 5. Yeah, so I was down there when that arrived, and because of that, I was talking to the Garrison members that were down there because I'd already joined the forums. And I got adopted by Garrison Titan down there while waiting to get into the J.J. Abrams big panel when they revealed the Force Awakens trailer.
Yeah.
And I just got looked after by these people. Even though I wasn't officially tagged with a number and in the 501st, they looked after me like... it was amazing. Yeah. And I had the best con ever. I just hang around with everyone from the 501st because I said, I'm going to be there. My kids arrived, and they took you under the wing. They looked after you. So
it's kind of how I feel right now. It's you guys are being very supportive and helping me out here, and it's and I don't even have my kit done yet. So, well, you're going to the celebration this year.
Yeah.
What's your goal? What do you want to do?
The goal?
Yeah. What's your goal for when you're down there?
I'm actually really excited. The fact I've volunteered to help out with the booth down there with the 501st.
Oh, excellent.
I'm pretty much done with cons after the second day of 4. And I've walked around and I've seen most of what I want to do. It doesn't take it away from still being awesome, but I feel that when the world is coming to a place like that, which is what they are doing, the world is coming to celebrate Star Wars, and I'd love to get out and talk to people. So to volunteer and work, I'm going to be doing... I'm not taking a kit, like I said. Yeah. I'll be helping out, representing the 501st by doing Blaster Trooper and by doing Droid Hunt. And Droid Hunt is an amazing.
I still have a lanyard with one of the R5D4.
That's where it went.
Yeah, sorry.
Okay. So I do. So I'm really looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to representing and being part of the 501st on this particular celebration, because last time I wasn't. So
But
now it's
Droid Hunt, to explain what Droid Hunt is for those who don't know what that is.
well, I think it's the same rules apply to every droid hunt. Basically, members of the public can take a lanyard with a droid representation, like a plastic representation of a droid, and they wear it around the con. And they have to wear it in plain sight. And what will happen is TKs and other such 501st members will go around hunting for the droids. So you could be walking along with your friends and all of a sudden you'll be approached by a trooper asking you how long you've had those droids.
Right.
And at that point you have to give it up and you get given a raffle ticket in return, and that raffle ticket will be entered into a draw for you to win prizes.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So it's so much fun that can be had.
Yeah, and it's all free, and
Yeah.
this year was the first time we did it at Fan
Fan
Expo. We did a little more loosey-goosey than I think how it's supposed to run, but it was our first time doing it, and we were having fun with it, and it was a huge hit, not just for the public, but our troopers got right into it.
Yeah, it was.
And Aaron or Fett, who was organizing it, he got some prizes,
An internal competition.
and so it created this internal competition.
Oh.
So who could get the most kills and captures or whatever, right? And so then everybody's having fun, the fans and the members.
yeah, it's
right?
a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun.
My son, 5-year-old son, had a ball with that.
Yeah.
He would actually hunt down the stormtroopers just to. I've got a droid.
Because he wants a raffle ticket.
Well, no, he just wanted to touch to the stormtroopers,
Yeah.
and he just wanted to be, just wanted to be found. So
Yeah, that's what I'm really looking forward to. And there's a few of us going down there, so it's just gonna be an amazing time.
Jamie's going down. Are you guys on the same flight?
I
You and
think we
Jamie?
are. Yeah, we found that out today. I think we're both on the same flight.
You're first class though, obviously.
Oh, hell no. I don't really get that impression.
That's what Jamie told
I'm
me.
sneaking
so.
in the back. I'll be in the bathrooms trying to sneak out before anyone knows that I'm there. But I'm flying with my Bith head, so...
You're wearing it, right?
I don't think I'll be allowed to do it.
I think you get through security with that. Huh?
I may come
Not
down,
a problem.
maybe I'll come down the aisle with the trolley wearing it.
Oh, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah.
Little music playing in the background. You serve their tea or coffee.
Yeah, but it'll be fun. It'll be so much fun. Can't wait.
Well, thank you guys. I appreciate this. I know
you.
it's getting late. It's time for bed soon. We got to go for breakfast tomorrow morning.
Yeah.
And but
Well, you have to clean the kits as well, right?
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the handler.
Spit, you like spit polish, right? Just
You gotta buff that helmet up. We'll cut that out.
Why would we end it on that?
I'm just gonna leave it
Post
in.
production.
Anyways, thank you guys. So it's late.
It sure is.
The fumes are really getting to us
Yeah.
now. So. All right, and so thank you, Steve3, and take you, Steve, especially Steve15, not just for inviting me to your house, but supporting the podcast as well.
Well, you
And,
guys do
really
awesome work.
appreciate it. So that's why we made you a night, and thank you for everything. And thanks, and again, thank you for inviting me to do this, because originally you just talked. I was just going to Skype you and just say, hey, you want to chat? And all of a sudden, well, I got something better. And like at first I wasn't sure, but then we said like whole bunch of people coming, cut the cost.
Yeah.
I'm like, Jamie's like going. I'm like, oh, I'm
Well,
gone.
if Jamie's going.
Oh, Jamie's going.
That's the only reason I came.
With that, thank you very much. And remember, armor is built on hope.
All right, all right, all right.
Ah, nice.
All right, guys, pipe down. I got some more in the garage.
Oh, I'll get it for you, Homer.
I wonder why he's so eager to go to the garage.
The garage? Hey, fellas, the garage. Well, ooh-la-dee-da, Mr. Frenchman.
Well, what do you call it?
A car hole.